I recently read this poetry and I think it stuck to me. So this is a poem by Andrea Gibson called Birthday. At 12 years old, I started bleeding with the moon and beating up boys who dreamt of becoming astronauts. I fought with my knuckles, white as stars, and left bruises the shape of Salem. There are things we know by heart and things we don't. At 13, my friend Jen tried to teach me how to blow rings of smoke. I'd watched the nicotine rising from her lips like halos. But I could never make dying beautiful. The sky didn't fill with colors the night, I convinced myself. Veins are kite strings you can only cut free. I suppose I love this life in spite of my clenched fist. I open my palm and my lifelines look like branches from an aspen tree. And there are songbirds perched on the tips of my fingers. And I wonder if Beethoven held his breath the first time his fingers touched the keys. The same way a soldier holds his breath the first time his fingers click the trigger. We all have different reasons for forgetting to breathe, but my lungs remember. The day my mother took my hand and placed it on her belly and told me the symphony beneath was my baby sister's heartbeat. And I knew life would tremble like the first tear on a prison guard's hardened cheek, like a prayer on a dying man's lips, like a vet holding a full bottle of whiskey, like an empty gun in a war zone. Just take me, just take me. Sometimes the scales themselves weight far too much, the heaviness of forever, balancing blue sky with red blood. We were all born on days when too many people died in terrible ways, but you still have to call it a birthday. You still have to fall for the prettiest girl on the playground at recess and hope she knows you can hit a baseball further than any boy in the whole third grade. And I've been running for home through the windpipe of a man who sings while his hands playing washboard with a spoon. On a street corner in New Orleans, where every boarded up window is still painted with the words, "We are coming back," like a promise to the ocean. That we will always keep moving towards the music, the way West Skates slept in a cardboard box to be closer to the rain. Beauty, catch me up on your tongue. Thunder, clap us open. The pupils in our eyes were not born to hide beneath their desks. Tonight, lay us down to the rest in the Arizona desert, then wake us, washing the feet of pregnant women who climbed across border with their bellies aimed towards the sun. I know 1,000 things, louder than a soldier's gun. I know the heartbeat of his mother. Don't cover your ears, love. Don't cover your ears, life. There is a boy writing poems in Center Park, and as he writes, he moves, and his bones becomes the bars of Mandela's jail cells stretching apart. And there are men playing chess in the December cold who can't tell if the breath rising from the board is their opponent's or their own. And there's a woman on the stairwell of the subway, swearing she can hear the Niagara Falls from the rooftop in Brooklyn. And I'm remembering how Niagara Falls is a city overrun with strip malls and traffic and vendors and one incredibly brave river that makes it all worth it. Y'all, I know this world is far from perfect. I'm not the type to mistake a street light for the moon. I know our wounds are deep as the Atlantic, but every ocean has a shoreline, and every shoreline has a tide that is constantly returning to wake the songbirds in our hands, to wake the music in our bones, to place one fearless kiss on the mouth of that brave river that has to run through the center of our hearts to find its way home. So that was the poem by Andrea Gibson, and I truly felt it. So I felt like I can just read it. I might have made some mistakes here and there. So I wish you liked it. Cool. Cool. Bye. Take care.
patient that is going